Elevator, Mr. Toastmasters, and Appu in particular. Appu, I think your selection of the poem was really very good. It's an extremely long poem, and to pick the most appropriate section out of that, and I was hoping that you picked this section, and you did. Let me ask you a question. Do you sing?
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. Is the door open or closed?
Close.
All right. I personally think you should sing more, even outside the bathroom. Your modulation of the voice comes from singing. You had the emotions all right. You seem to understand and you were in it. But you could have modulated that better. You were very much with the poem. And here it says, did the speaker make eye contact with the audience? What does it mean? It means is that you must learn this poem. You can have it there as a reference, but you cannot make eye contact if you have not learned it by heart. Otherwise, they would not ask this question again. Did the speaker make eye contact? How was the eye contact of the speaker with the audience? You cannot be expected to make an eye contact if what is known as radio speaking. There is a project where it is radio speaking. You're not supposed to look at the audience at all. You can even turn the lights off. And all that you hear is just the speaker. And the speaker's voice itself should bring the imagery to you. You were supposed to do the same thing here, bring the imagery with the feelings, but along with eye contact. And people could see your emotions. I think you felt what you were talking about. You understood what you were talking about. But I think you were going at such a fast clip. I know this poem. I have studied this poem. And I love this poem. But I was finding it a little difficult to follow. Yet there were some instances which you were able to bring them well. The ice was here, the ice was there, the ice was everywhere. But the way you said it could have been done a little better. The word ice should bring the feeling of cold, isolation, pauses. It says here, did the speaker use pauses effectively? You could have used pauses. The ice was here. The ice was there. The ice was everywhere. But if you say, the ice was here, the ice was there, the ice was everywhere, you don't get the same effect. There was a beautiful line that you said it. The sun rose high out of the sea. But you said it rather fast. You have to see the sea and you have to see the sun rising out of the sea. You could use some gesture. The sun rising out of the sea. But if you just say the sun rising out of the sea, you don't get the same. How wretched to kill the bird that made the breeze flow. There was a lot of emotion required here. How wretched kill a bird that made the breeze flow would have brought more feelings. People could feel the wretchedness and the loss of the breeze. We only spake, the English used here is old style English. We don't use the word speak anymore. It is an old style English where speak becomes today spoken, but in the old English it becomes speak. The poet has the liberty to change the words, to modify the words, and he did that. We only spake to break the silence of the sea. Whenever you wanted to convey something like this, you went silent yourself. When you become silent yourself, you cannot hear. Unless you're speaking into the microphone. But let the people feel at the feeling of the silence. You have to stretch it. You have to flatten it. You have to let the people feel the silence. There's a beautiful line there. A painted ship on a painted ocean. It's a real ship and it's a real ocean, but it's a painted ship on a painted ocean. In other words, the ship is not moving, it's like a picture, and the sea is not moving, it's just there, just like a picture. Everything is at a standstill. Another beautiful line there was, that's why I'm saying you picked a very beautiful part of this. Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. You have to, therefore stop singing, my friend. That'll help you. I know a lady, her name is Satlaj, we all know that. She fell in love with the guy because he was a very good singer, so you might help you there too. I would say that you enjoyed it, you seem to feel it. We want to enjoy when you speak, we want to understand when you speak. More emotions, because your speeches are powerful. Your prose is very good, but your poetry, you need to work on it naturally. Thank you.
I would like to suggest to Vinod, this is an ambitious attempt. To be reading out the poem, it's an ambitious attempt. Not everybody will follow it, and to you too. I'm talking to you. Now, when there's such a big attempt going on, I think you could have appreciated a little more. What he needed more was encouragement, and when you ended on a little negative note, I think that's a little.
I'd like to add one thing.
One second, another thing. If you have suggestions, we could do it outside because we're not
No.
right?
Just one line for him.
Okay.
I would want him to repeat this properly.
I'd appreciate if you did that. Personally, I think that you chose a very difficult project, and your evaluator has told you what to do about it. So I'd suggest you take that inputs and deliver it again as he suggested. I just noticed one thing, and I would like to share that. Have you ever seen Rajnikant movies?
Yeah.
During the entire fight, the guy looks at the heroine, and only when he's delivering the punchline, he looks at the villain. So I think Appu was like that the entire time. You were looking at the phone, and only when you were delivering certain sentences or the stanzas, you were looking at the audience. So I wish we had a little more eye contact. I wish we were the audience. So that's about it. a very brilliant attempt. Please encourage him by giving a big round of applause. Now our table topic